Activision Blizzard might have finally overtaken EA last week as the world's most hated game developer. This comes after mass layoffs at the company that saw almost 800 people losing their jobs. Reportedly, employees were seen crying in the parking lot outside the company's headquarters. What makes the layoffs even more shocking is that Activision Blizzard actually made a $1.4 billion profit last year. So why did they do it? Some of the reasons for the job losses are actually rational, surprisingly. Since Bungie bought the rights to Destiny 2, it makes sense that Activision Blizzard would get rid of the teams working on that. On top of that, most of the employees who were let go were IT and support staff rather than developers. This also isn't a crazy move. Many of the company's games, like Overwatch, don't have as big of a player base as they used to, so they don't need as much support staff on hand to keep things running. However, there are some reasons for Activision Blizzard's problems that are a lot more serious. These include a lack of creativity and an overdependence on big franchises. Despite its profits, Activision Blizzard's revenue for 2018 was $200 million less than their predictions. But people are still buying and playing the company's games. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was the year's best-selling console game, and Hearthstone and Overwatch still have massive player bases. The problem is that players aren't spending money inside those games. This is in complete contrast to a game like Fortnite, which has grossed $2.4 billion through microtransactions. For perspective, that's more than any Star Wars movie has made at the box office.
There's always a bigger fish.
This is where the lack of creativity problem comes in. You'd think that Activision Blizzard would try to learn from Fortnite's success and take a risk in search of new players, but instead the company's response has been to double down on what they've already been doing. They're spending more money on game development, but only on Candy Crush, Hearthstone, and Diablo Immortal, the mobile game no one wanted. They haven't released a new title in 3 years. Obviously, this issue isn't unique to Blizzard. EA also has an over-reliance on big titles. In 2004, EA released 49 games a year. Now they're down to 8. Rather than try new things and branch out, they've decided to stick with blockbuster franchises like Battlefield and Star Wars. But the newest entries in these series sold way below expectations. EA lost 40% of their stock value in 2018 alone. So what's the solution? Obviously there's no silver bullet, but this year's first major gaming success, EA-owned Respawn's Fortnite competitor Apex Legends, surprised everyone by racking up 25 million players in its first week. It's still early for the game, and free-to-play games do have a habit of booming quickly and then collapsing just as fast, but the future looks bright for Apex Legends. EA might be copying Epic Games a little too much, but at least they're taking a chance and trying something new. Activision Blizzard might have similar success if they branch out, take a risk and get creative, and try to get a better sense of what their players actually want. However, while we can dream that Activision Blizzard might unveil a new franchise sometime soon, or maybe even Diablo 4, which would almost certainly be well supported, it seems they won't be making any changes to their business plans in the foreseeable future, especially as Activision exerts more and more control over the corporation. For example, the company recently released a press statement about their upcoming plans. It included the phrases main franchises, core franchises, and big franchises. But new franchise, not even once. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have ideas for something I should take a look at in future, please let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you next time.